I mean, I'm down. You're
Yeah.
wearing the
Okay.
pants on this one. You
I'm
start.
wearing the pants. Okay. Bot lane, good as usual. They got the Zac busted with Hex Flash. I wonder if he's taking Hex Flash. Is there a way you can see what their runes are?
Not the secondary ones, no.
Alright, that's
There
fine.
was a post that said taking Hex Flash on Zac is banned, though.
Oh,
Instead of banning the
okay.
champion, they banned the mastery on the champion. So
That's fair. That's fair.
I
It
don't have
is
games, so it's
insanely powerful though. So
pretty lame. I'll deal.
um, I'm hoping that when it gets to like a serious team fight, the FPS doesn't go to garbage, but it probably will. Let's be honest.
So Benbow Galio, what's up with that?
Uh,
Why is that a thing?
so I think
I know Steak's a Galio player, so if they get Galio, why not just give it to Steak?
yeah, I think Richie, which is Pepe Frog, was telling me that they'd picked up the Galio in their first rotation, and then in the second one they were like, actually, let's just give it to Benbow or something like that. I don't know what happened there, because I mean we didn't see the pick ban, right?
Yeah, I was thinking the only way that it might have been a thing is if they were trying to fake him out, like they've just hard banned all of Benbow's champs
Yeah,
first rotation, so they
actually,
picked it and then just like hit him with the switch up.
let me.
Okay.
Sorry. All right. Like that. That'll be better. For the sake of FPS.
Okay, but
You probably can't see the CS numbers now, can you? It's too blurry, I imagine. Or can you?
no, I really can't.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I don't know how I feel about the Twisted Fate. Like who he just played it and lost to Golden Guardians. So clearly it's not amazing. It it's not like it works with Galio either, because TF's not going to ult into middle of their team unless he's looking to use Zhonya's. And even then, they'll just kill you the second that finishes. So I'm not too sure how I feel about this team combo. At least they got the Zac Galio combo though. That's strong as hell. So I guess the only real champ that's questionable is Twisted Fate, and I've seen plebs win with it before. But then again, the Galio's top lane, so I wonder if maybe he knows that it's a good matchup against Camille.
No, I've been responding to everything you've said and realized my mic's been muted the whole time.
Nice. Impressive. How? Why? How did you accidentally mute yourself?
Yeah, it's kind of weird because it just seems like a weird choice to give it to Benbow when Stake has had a lot of success on it. Like the game, which team was it that they played against in the King of the North? One of the
LE?
was it Loughborough? I think. Yeah, I can't remember. But
LE gonna give it to you.
yeah, the Zac engage and then there's the Galio ult on the top just sort of made it so Crimson could just do whatever he wanted, just dive backlines over and over again and be like safe about it.
Yeah.
But putting the Galio in top lane means they can't do that in bottom lane in the early game, right? Because he can't just roam down from mid and be in range. He would
Yeah.
have to teleport to do that, and committing 5 members is pretty sketchy. Camille can take down towers like reasonably fast, but
I don't know. I don't know, but the draft's questionable. But we'll move on from there on to the red team. It's got a solid late game, that's for sure. Azir, Camille, Varus is gonna dish out damage.
yeah, they have pretty much everything. They have like engage or disengage potential from Gragas. They've got a good split push potential in Camille, because really who on the plebs side is gonna be able to deal with a Camille later on in the game? Like literally nobody. Azir team fights really well, can also disengage from self. Varus just sort of does everything apart from, mobility.
It's probably a draft win for red team. You would expect if the game does reach, I don't know, like 30, 40 plus minutes, then
Reggie yank.
that's just really good from him. Did they have vision for that? That doesn't look like it. Do they have trinkets available?
They.
Oh, I hate touching time
control.
control. No. Neither of them had any vision. By the looks of things. I guess if you have no vision, you can't allow them to be this far forwards. This just seems weird.
That's kind of what I was just talking about. Like the Twisted Fate can get into the bottom lane, but he doesn't have the same impact for disengaging a fight as Galio does. And by the time Galio gets there, like people have already died. Does get a trade kill though, so.
How many ultimates were burnt just there to get one kill?
Yeah, it ended up being 2 for 1. As Stake did die.
He doesn't have TP, so he can't get back to top right now.
Yeah, it just seems like so much more that you have to commit to have really the same result.
That seemed,
because Stake ended up dying as well. So
that seemed.
Come on, Keele.
Very questionable. I wanna rewatch where Stake ulted in. Like, what was with his positioning on it? That seemed really questionable.
Yeah. I think he was trying to get in behind the Varus Barom.
Right, so it's probably at max range. Okay, that is no. What's that about? Drop it around here or something, right? Like the circle. If that's at max range, surely.
I think really what he was looking for mostly there is Crimson was on his way in, right? I think he just kind of underestimated how long it would take Crimson to get there. Like he was charging up the slingshot. If he'd have managed to combo that up as the 3 of the Nottingham Uni side just sort of collapsed on where Stake was teleporting into, that would have been a nice 3-man knock-up. And if Benbow was in position to get the hero's entrance off as soon as he got the teleport, 3-man knock-up from
tower
Zach
damage.
Yeah, they could have layered it up. It just was a little bit mistimed. Communication seemed a teensy bit off.
Also, look at the CS difference. That's nuts. Okay, Stake's just gonna get caught
out. Yeah, I wish I could.
Yeah, it's
looks about 4 pixels off on the left side, I think.
It's 57 to 78 in the top lane. Yeah, biggest thing there was the bot lane hitting 6 the instant we get vision of Gragas. True.
Yeah, well, I don't know about biggest thing. That's definitely something that helped to lock Mr. Pee Frog up long enough. But I think by the time that the Gragas gets behind and can just body slam you without actually having to commit the flash first, there was a little bit of mispositioning for the lack of vision that was available.
Yeah. Also at like higher levels,
sort of secures it. It would have at least been a couple of summoner spells at an absolute minimum.
A higher level of play, which obviously you want to be attaining for. You should have been watching your XP bars, so then you're aware of when they're going to hit 6 as well.
To be honest, I think it was just a nicely timed and well passed.
Yeah.
It's just a little unfortunate that Trinket vision in the early game nerfed a little bit from what it was like when Trinkets first came out.
I wonder if Crimson would have been able to like play some vision for the team that would allow that. I wasn't sure of what whether he had a Trinket up at that time or not.
Yeah, I think it's just. It was quite early on in the game. Trinkets are only lasting about a minute, so between the 2 in the bottom lane, so there's going to at least be a minute of downtime without Zombie Ward being picked up. Oh, engagey from Azir. I can literally see about 3 pixels on my screen, so you take this one.
It's just sort of. Let's rewind this one and do it in slow-mo, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
Stake gets caught a little bit by the engage. Completely fails.
What? What was that?
I like that.
Here we go. In slow-mo. In slow-mo, you ready? You ready? Here it comes. Here it comes.
Did the Azir push those min...
That is fantastic.
It wasn't. I thought he was like.
Okay, Stake should be dead. Stake 100% should be dead there. Really good response though from Crimson and Pepe. It's a punish on a terrible play from Krakus.
I thought he was like trying to dash towards Twisted Fate and then use the flash to dodge over the minions, but he just sort of dashed like in the middle of nowhere and just flashed into the minions.
Ooh, really good sidestep. Yeah,
Yeah, that's a little weird. Not sure about that one. Just after we sing the praises of Gragas for his nice pathing, he goes and does that. Like,
okay. Question is, should Stake have been in a position where he can get ganked? That's also something worth noting.
I think it's difficult because Azir can engage from such a long range, and he burned the flash as well. I don't know if that was to get the engage or to get out at the end. I don't actually remember. Double check. The flash is on cooldown there already before he tries to get out. So I think with the flash and the combo from Azir, it can come from far enough away that it's probably.
So here's my
not
question:
the worst.
Stake has bot side vision control, so he should be hugging the bottom side river here, right?
True. I mean,
but he's not. He's hugging the other side.
Yeah, that is. I don't know, because I feel like that ward would have seen Gragas a couple of seconds before, so. Oh, is that actually even in the bush? Okay, yeah.
Like, it was there, but it
looked weird.
It doesn't grant anything. Like, again, by the time that Gragas gets near, he could have got you. Like, meanwhile, you've got this ward. So, although Gragas fucked up, Stake shouldn't have been here in the lane.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it was some sort of communicated bait because the team was in position to collapse on it anyway. So... You say Crimson was already hovering around the mid lane. Pepe was in a position to roam up and get the Abyssal Voyage early enough to keep Stake alive and dissuade any further engage. So one way or the other, it works out.
Yeah.
Not the ideal situation, but it'll do.
I wonder what this is going to build. Right. I shouldn't slow that down. Okay, so Stake spotted Gragas there over that control ward, so at least it came into play. Yeah, 15 CS. Okay, so the CS gap's actually closing kind of in the top lane, which is good.
Camille going for the Hex Drinker first is a little weird. That's going to delay so much. She wants that Trinity Force. And it's going to, like, take an item slot away from her.
I think she's been losing the trades against this Galio.
Yeah.
I think, which is fair. I would have just gone Merc Treads and then finished the Trinity Force.
Really, yeah. I think Trinity Force on Camille is such a spike. Like, delaying that is a mistake.
Like, she's already delayed it with a Tiamat.
Yeah, I mean, Galio's already going for a Rod of Ages, right? So he isn't going to be getting the power from his first item for another 10 minutes after he's finished it. So if you get the Trinity Force first, you've basically got like almost a full item in stat wise ahead.
Kind of, yeah. Oh, okay. So lane gank bot. Was this?
I think they got caught out when they went to drop a ward in that bush.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Okay, Jackal needs to be the one going for the ward here. Does.
Good flash, good reaction. Chains of Corruption that lands.
They just CC locked him, to be honest. Okay,
yeah,
good.
That was a better positioning from Stake on that one. If he'd have gone behind in the same place.
I disagree again.
It was better positioning.
It was a better positioning, but it's still not.
Right, but this time, going aggressively behind would be an absolute death. Because last time Crimson was hovering off on the side, so you could sort of see the potential for going for like a more aggressive one because Crimson was there.
Here's my point:
was
why
on his way down?
Why even go here?
I think honestly, it was just to dissuade the tower dive.
It wasn't. It wasn't happening though. All right, like let's see. So they go in. They go under the turret. It's trying to go for him. They realize, okay, we're not going to get him back. Okay, okay.
So it's pretty much they start the disengage as soon as the Twisted Fate ult.
Yeah.
The first part procs.
Honestly, might have just not been worth using the channel of the teleport.
Yeah.
Because like if you go down bot, you're not gonna win a fight anyways. Even in the 3v3, Pepe's on barely any health, so he'll just die straight away, and then it will just be like you're missing an ult. He's not got a useful combat ult, so it doesn't even matter that they use theirs. Like teleporting, all it did was just made him miss CS. Right, all he did is just went back to mid. So
Yeah, in fairness, the wave was pushing in his favor,
yeah,
so
I
it
guess.
wasn't.
Oh, okay.
too
Oh, okay.
impactful.
All right.
Now things are because Crimson showed up in the bottom lane
Yeah, he was on a ward though.
on a ward again. Nice body slam. People have been really good at just canceling Zac engages.
Yeah.
Oh, but Camille
yeah.
gets down with the teleport.
Really strong
Try
ward.
push. Yeah.
And Bembo doesn't have his TP. When did he use that? That's what I want to know. I wonder if he used it to TP back to lane to like save the tower. In which case, these sorts of plays can't actually happen because you know that they have the TP advantage. I wonder. Let's try and figure out when he used his TP.
It's just on cooldown at that point where you've gone back, and that the tower is already low as hell, so likely gonna be to save the tower. But yeah, it comes out now.
Okay, the TP's not bad, but the fight bot is bad.
I don't think that wave would have taken the tower by itself, and Camille was backing off to recall, so you could maybe argue that he could have walked back, but tier 1 boots, it would have been close, left the tower on probably like 100 health or less. I don't know, maybe they thought that Gragas wasn't still there, because he did leave and then come back. Did Crimson get spotted on a ward before?
No.
He was coming on his way down, so it was just like a good read.
Like this was fine to to go for it, I guess. Unfortunate that Gragas was there. You shouldn't have expected that. They probably lost that 3v3 even without Camille making it.
Yeah, I would. They thought they had the advantage, even though Zac was spotted on a ward, but
I don't blame Zac engaging here, but like, even though he was on a ward, he didn't. It was gonna be a 3v2, but like he's already used his ultimate.
Yeah, and there's no
he's
way for
not got
Bembo to get
TP.
down.
Yeah,
like we said, you can't just roam down a little bit and use the hero's entrance because it's just too far away.
Even in a situation where they had a positive engage here and they didn't instantly lose the 3v3, the teleport from Camille's going to be there. Like you're going to have a 4v3 situation regardless if it initially works out. So it went worse than it should have, but it was still bad to go for it in the first place, I think.
Yeah, I'd say it was reasonable to go for. It wasn't like out of the question, but I don't know. Gragas coming back was a good read. Camille with the teleport advantage. There's just no way for the solo laners to get involved. So
also, like, how many non-combat ults are there here on this team? Like Tam Kench just doesn't have one for a fight.
All about the macro game. They're actually tower diving the Camille. What?
Jackal's taking tower aggro there. Seems interesting, but
how did this
fine.
happen? I think the other two just got out of range, but they might lose a top inner turret for that.
That's not good. All right, let's see the setup for this. Okay. Their bot lane shows top. And so they're like, okay, we've really got to get this.
Yeah,
He's
Bembo, I think, made the right idea backing away, just letting that turret go down, because it's likely Gragas is going to be roaming around.
Yeah. Okay, so
I think the two tanks just got out of tower range.
The issue with making this play is you know that they're now going to get this turret. And so it's going to be a 2-for-1 on turret trades. Whilst kill get
and a solo kill in the mid lane as well.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. I get he was looking to go bot, I think, with the ultimate.
Yeah, takes a really unsafe path, especially like he's got no control whatsoever of the wave now.
This is Nah, that's disrespectful, man. Oh, and he gets the red card as well. And he gets a second red card. That is just poor play.
Yeah, I think
He's not taking any damage. What the hell? Okay, there we go. This should not have happened whatsoever. Why did this happen anyways?
he wanted to
What? No.
offset this, like you said. We knew that going for that tower dive bottom, they're gonna lose 2 turrets, and I think he got greedy trying to defend it. I
Nah.
think it was a similar thing in the mid lane. Like there was a little bit of a minion wave pushing for the mid, so Stake wanted to defend that, but all the minions were literally like half a turret shot away from dead anyway. So taking the safer, longer path around wouldn't have cost him more than like a couple of hundred damage on the tower, which is
Just concede
healthy
this
enough to
tower.
play out.
This tower shouldn't have happened. That was honestly Stake just fucked up there. Disrespected the Azir. Got 2 red cards instead of golds. And now they're going to get it. So, like, those previous combination of, like, 3 plays of the dive in the bot lane and then the death in the mid and top, all kind of mistakes, really.
I think the one in the bottom lane, once you've seen their bot lane has already rotated top,
You recall.
that was kind of just we need to do something because they're going to get a tower and we don't want to give it up for free. But it was
You
sort
have
of
to. You have to.
Yeah, it was like an overcommit to just try and make something happen. They got the turret trade, the bottom outer as well, but really it's might not be worth it. I don't know. Getting a kill on Jackal though is
Yeah, their
something.
bot lane got the better rotation. They got the first recall off of it, and then the top tower was low because of when Benbow had to show bot lane. Well, didn't even have to. That shouldn't have happened. So, like, it came back and bit them on the ass, and then they were like, "Shit, we can't just give a tower for free," which is what they should have done, and that snowballed. Obviously, these 2 kills in the mid and bot shouldn't have happened. But either way, like, that, nah, I'm not happy with that. Poor play.
God damn it, plebs. Step it up.
Yes. Why you no play like you are te best?
So
5k gold lead now.
interesting. They group up as 5 with what, 3 global ults, but they're gonna group up as 5 instead. I mean, they can't, like we said, Camille. No one can deal with the split pushing. Okay, so they kind of just got gifted that for free.
Why is red team rotating? What? They should just be shoving it in onto this tower. They could have got that. What is this?
Oh my! Wait a minute.
Oh no, Jackal. Okay.
Peep frog.
Pepe Frog.
Benbow just teleported bottom to deal with Camille, so Camille just teleports back into this fight.
Nah, okay.
Wait, did you just flash over the wall?
Okay, so he starts channeling a teleport bot.
I think Jackal
TF shows bot as well.
He did. He flashed over the wall to get into that fight.
Flashes right into the brawl wall. Nice, very good. Yeah, it was a communications fuck up. Like 2 people went bot as they engaged here. That was just sloppy.
I mean,
thought
yeah,
TF ult was on Varus.
Gifted a kill and a tower for free in mid lane and didn't really lose anything for it because the bot lane started rotating, but a bit over aggressive, I think, to try and go for the fight, especially when, like you say, 2 members have just gone bot to deal with Camille, who still has teleport up, so she just gets in the fight, give up a free Baron.
Free Baron at 20 minutes exactly.
Thought TF ult was to go on a Varus. Called it was for vision and to collapse on Camille.
I mean, that's fine, yeah, but like you shouldn't engage after that.
I don't know when that comment was. That could have been like 10 minutes ago.
No, it was in relation to the TF ulting bot. This this is gonna be... Is this gonna be free? Oh, yeah. Have you seen that Zach can smite when he does that? Because when he slightly peeks over the wall with his E. Oh, good gold card, I guess. Although she can just turn on you, right? Why is she not turning? Yeah, there it is.
He is.
That was such a late turn from the Camille. Literally, she... Okay. Should have been able to...
Yeah. I mean...
Easy 1v2 from her, but she didn't.
I just think the build that she's gone is just like...
Terrible.
Really, really screwing her, yeah. Like,
why Ravenous?
If she had the Trinity Force there, yeah, could have turned earlier on Twisted Fate, probably would have won that 1v1. Yeah. But it's like she's halfway gone for 3 items. Okay, no, that is a full Ravenous. Just too many pixels. It looks like a Tiamat. But she's got, what, the Hex Drinker, and now she's building a Trinity Force. It's already 20 minutes into the game, and she's just got the first part. That's pretty dire position to be in.
Yeah.
For Camille.
So they win this, by the way, as a spoiler.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
I saw the post of the gold graph where they were down like 6,000 and then
how?
Just come back.
This is ridiculous. Okay, so they've... From red team, this is good. They've got Camille looking for the split push.
Even with the crummy build, I'm not sure who can really 1v1 her. Galio, getting the Rod of Ages, but it's still not.
She went with the Merc Treads, like after getting the Hex Drinker. Nah, that's not. Wait, okay. So Camille, rather than just taking the mid turret like she could right now, is looking for a bot lane dive.
Yeah, they tend to like get a little bit shisty with their rotates. I think that's like the third time they could have just taken a free turret or pushed an objective, and they just want to go for a fight instead.
Yeah,
macro game a little bit not there, but she did rotate back. But I mean, Benbow was already there to clear the wave out.
Yeah,
so gifted a little bit more time.
Looking to engage here. Okay. Really? Okay, let me do this in slow-mo.
State got way too far forwards to try and find a gold card.
It's fine. Sometimes the call when you have an experienced Tahm Kench player is you're allowed to poorly position so that the Tahm Kench can save you. Like, it's a bait quite a lot of the time.
I mean, who is he walking forwards to try and gold card there? Like, look, the carries are so far back.
He absorbed 3 ults though by doing that, and then he gets out. Like, they just gave up 3 ults for that.
Right, but I mean, they lose their mid tower because Camille went back and did what she's actually supposed to do.
They're able to win the fight. Well, those things,
Camille was a bit late doing the thing she was supposed to do, and just stuck around for ages.
Yeah, no, Camille should have got an inhib.
Yeah, she should have committed hard one way or the other. Like, she got the tower at the start of the engage. She should have either just stayed on the inhib or got the tower and just rotated immediately and came back into the fight. I don't know. That was
poor play from red team.
Yeah.
Poor play. They went in for a 4v5 thinking they got a pick when there's a Tahm Kench, but all of their crucial cooldowns onto that Tahm Kench after he'd already eaten the Twisted Fate, and then they got a late rotation from the Camille as opposed to just all inning on that inhib. They didn't just try and back away. They thought, hey, we can win this fight.
It might be difficult for her to all in the inhib because without the Trinity Force, she does no damage to structures. Like, the Ravenous Hydra does nothing against structures.
I mean, you have Baron minions. Like, it's not even necessarily her that needs to do the damage, you know?
She can sort of clear out the wave and then...
Yeah. Well, I mean, Ravenous makes her clear the wave super easy, and then the minions help her just take the inhib. I don't know. Either way, okay. No, let's go back. Whoopsie. I like my speedy.
Yeah. I think this is just red team just getting too far forwards with no towers there, just not respecting the globals.
Yep. Jackal did so much damage there. That's disgusting. Okay, Camille is bot side right now.
Bembo is down there as well. Still a 4v4. Well, 4v3 because Varus is dead.
It was a really good catch onto the Ras. Like, they had complete control of the vision around here, so that was again poor from red team. Like, you should not be stepping this far up when there's a Zac and a Twisted Fate. Like, come on, they're literally like a pick comp, right? Like, and they come from miles away. It doesn't matter where you are. You need to be like.
It's like playing against Xerath, except instead of dealing like 800 damage with a Q from 3 screens away, they just like deliver a full team from like 5 screens away and just kill you instead.
Okay, so show top to look for this. Ult gets used.
Yeah. Crimson. Okay, well.
I like the TP actually. They got quite a bit of tower damage off of that. Would have been. Where was Camille when that started?
I think she'd already used.
She starts sleeping.
Teleported. Okay.
She should have. Should she have cancelled that? Do you think?
I think so, because there's nothing they can really find off the back of the fight.
But then again, Baron is coming up soon. She'd be on the wrong side of the map.
That's true. But at the very least, you could trade it for 1, possibly even 2 inhibs if you're able to delay recalls, because you've got an open one. It might be worth giving up the Baron to get the objectives.
Maybe.
Yeah, it depends how conservative teams play. But like we say, with the build that she's got, her structure damage is really just not that high. So
yeah, she has the Sheen now, though.
Yeah, she's had that for a little while, but
yeah, it helps.
I don't know, maybe they just weren't confident that she'd be able to like fully capitalize. Plus, there's still other ways of globally. Oh.
Okay.
Classic plebs. Stake. Okay. Messiah play. See, like, look at how much damage that Camille was at the Q did. It was about 5 onto what the 0 resistances dude of Twisted Fate. This build is buns.
Okay.
Grab it all.
I'm pretty sure red team fucked up here. Look at how grouped you are as they're running away. And also, look at all of the cooldowns available. Every single ult except the Gragas one. Oh, wait, there's no Varus one? Did he just miss it or something?
Might have done.
I think you turn. Honestly, I think you turn. Like, where are they running to right now?
Oh, yeah, he missed.
You run up.
Did you see that? He threw out the Chains of Corruption and missed. So.
They should be running up here, not knowing where he could be. And also, like...
Yeah, there's no turret there to defend them. They picked a bad path to go. They can see Zac there. Like, Gragas sees the Zac. I think they were just tunnel visioning on going forwards when Zac was a little bit out of position. Not like he can just sling himself forwards about 1700 range or anything, but he's not grouped up with the rest of his team. But they saw him there. They missed their engage, and then they just walked straight back into where they've just seen him. Okay.
If anything... run at them, right?
Yeah.
You've got, like, you should have the better team fighting comp if you don't get opened up by the Zac. Like, this is terrible.
Like, seriously, they have the Twisted Fate ultimate already procced on them, so they know that they're not gonna be able to get anywhere because literally the entire team can just teleport between them and where they're going. I don't know. Would fighting in the jungle be better? I think it probably would, because Azir.
Well, you wouldn't get engaged on, because the Zac couldn't even reach you.
That's true, but say for somehow they were able to, Azir can just block off an entrance with his wall, and he'll get so much more damage done with the soldiers in the tight space. Yeah, that was just like a really bad path.
Don't group up against a Twitch. That's another one.
Twitch, Zac, Galio, like so many AoE knockups, you can't even do anything about it. I think it was in the game where I casted the plebs we're playing against. They had a Brand mid and he took cleanse against Galio mid and Zac, and I was like, why? They have 6 CCs and you can cleanse 1 of them. It was so dumb.
Out onto the tank Galio. They don't get the steal. Camille goes in onto the backline. Isn't okay. Why would you?
Ult sounds like PP Frog.
Why?
PP Frog. Frog P.
Why?
Jackal
Why?
Goes really aggressive and just like slaughters the backline. I think that was desperation at that point. They'd already lost the Baron.
Steak is
Another good
right
intro
there.
from Zach, but
Steak is right there. It must have been a misclick. Jackal somehow manages to get behind them though. Like
yeah,
this is.
what is that positioning? What?
He's stuck behind them.
How?
Watch him.
Oh,
Watch.
with his invisibility.
Yeah. Watch.
That is actually gross. I can guarantee that like these guys didn't even have Twitch on their screen for the majority of this fight. They were like looking upwards. That is so well played by Jackal actually.
That is insane. That was nuts. Okay.
Gragas wasn't even there that whole time.
Oh.
Gragas just now walks onto your screen on the right hand side.
Okay. So basically, red team were really good to get their lead in this game. And then...
Okay, I mean, that was just a complete throwaway of the ending of the game because they went for like a stop on the Baron, but Gragas wasn't even there to potentially even steal it. So all it was just like
bad call after bad call.
4v5. So
initially, what was
sneak teleports behind you?
Yeah.
Nothing personal, kid.
Okay, so that the major errors which happened is this: they go for a 4v5 in the bot lane, and that really doesn't work for them. And rather than calling, okay, go get inhib or come for the fight early,
they miscommunicated hard because they must have been so like indecisive with what they wanted Camille to do, because if she'd have just stayed in that mid lane and pressured that inhibitor, it would have forced Galio or maybe Twisted Fate to stay up there. And
then this
Granted, if there is a fight with the hero's entrance, he can get in there anyway.
That was poor positioning.
They give up the inhib, but then they just lost the fight for literally nothing. They just sort of didn't seem to know how to out macro all the globals once like the champions got to the point where they were powerful enough to actually impactfully use them.
They just positioned poorly with members in the wrong place 4 fights in a row basically. And then
I mean, the first time I ever casted a plebs game, this is the exact thing you told me to expect from them.
Oh yeah.
Lose for the first 20 minutes and then just win 4 team fights straight in a row and just end the game. Another quadra kill for Jickle.
The Jick Jock Paddy Walk, give a dog a bone.
Absolute maniac.
Right, so are there any questionable builds other than like I guess the order which Camille did it? She got the Trinity Force in the end, dude.
Still, like,
wait, why GLP on his ear? What?
I mean, Archangels isn't really worth
no.
Ludens, though.
If you go for the Ludens build, then you can run Lethal Tempo. This is something that I'm trying to concoct right now. But you don't go for a mana item on Azir typically. You just go Nash's Tooth like into AP. You're able to go Presence of Mind in Precision, and you're able to go the Mana Ring, or the name, I forget the name of it.
Oblivion Orb. Be better, whatever the Morellonomicon maybe.
This, just not like. What was his? I mean, he went Aerie. Why would you go Aerie on Azir? Your Q is able to cause Comet to land every time, and especially if you're going to build Rylays, then like even just Soldier auto attacks causes it. Okay, I'm confused by the Azir's build. I'm confused by the build path of the Camille. Is this all fine?
Yeah, I mean, I still don't see what the Ravenous Hydra was for. The Hex Drinker I can kind of maybe understand. There is like a lot of magic damage, but the Ravenous Hydra seems weird. Especially to build that early. I'm not digging it. Camizzle.